Okay. So I hope we gone through this recording session. That is the first session what we did. And today we are going to discuss on the installation part, how to install Flutter on MacBook, and also we can discuss how to install Windows as well. Okay. And before going to that, I want to demonstrate the browser part. Second, let me stop sharing. Okay. Now you guys can able to see my screen, right? We can see a browser here. Okay. So I'm after this session, we are going to share this browser for you. Basically, by using Flutter, we are going to deliver these two things. One is Android and iOS. By single code base, we can deliver the app for both Android and iOS. So we can complete the things in just 45 days. Okay. Monday to Friday. If I'm having a time, then definitely I'm going to take this session on Saturday as well. But make sure that Monday to Friday will be the regular sessions. Okay. And we can go through the about about Upcheek Academy and what are the things we have here. And this is the process for Upcheek Academy. And we will share you. We can go. You guys can go through that. Okay. And let's come to the our program curriculum. Okay. So we are designed this program in terms of modules. The first seven modules we are going to discuss on Dart programming. Because when we are going to learn Flutter, okay, we need Dart. Okay, we need a programming. We need Dart programming. Okay, so if you want to develop Java applications, then definitely you need some basics of Java, right? Like core Java kinds of thing, right? So if you want to learn Android, we have to learn Java programming as well as Kotlin programming, right? If you know Java programming or Kotlin programming, then only we can go and develop the Android applications. In the same way, if you want to develop iOS applications, so you have to learn Objective-C or Shift programming. So if you know these two, then you can able to develop iOS application, right? Likewise, if you want to develop any kind of mobile application by using Flutter, you need basic programming of what? Dart. So in this Dart programming, we are going to cover the basics of Dart and control flow statements and functions, object-oriented programming concepts, collections in Dart, error handling, and asynchronous programming. Okay, so these are the seven modules we are going to target to focus on Dart programming. So once we learn these things, then only we can jump on to the exact Flutter concepts over there. Okay. So after completion of seven modules, we are going to enter into actual Flutter. There you can use where you can go and learn Flutter introduction and widgets and layouts, navigation and routing part, forms and user input, state management, API integration and networking, persistent data storage, Firebase integration, UI and UX enhancements, testing and debugging, and deployment. And we can have some advanced Flutter concepts like providers. Okay, after that, like block things, or we can go and learn on this part. And when we start API integration, then at that time only we are going to learn what we can say, MVVM approach. We are going to work on those things as well. Okay, and finally, we are going to share one project idea. We are going to work on that project idea after completion of the course. Okay, and so definitely, we are providing some kind of freelancing opportunities as well. So as a Android, I mean mobile developer, okay, I do Android and I do Flutter. So as a mobile app developer, I do some kind of freelancing projects as well. So if I'm going to get any kind of freelancing projects after the course or during the course, so if I feel okay, let's take an example. If I feel that okay, this person is dedicatedly, honestly, he's going to work, then definitely I'm going to take him or take her into my team. Okay, then definitely I'm going to show you some kind of path. Okay, and if I am going to take you or in my freelancing team, then I need to be judge of yourself, right? I need to give some kind of assessments. I need to give some kind of assignments, right? Definitely you need to deliver that. So once you deliver, then definitely if I'm going to be think, okay, he is a person working hard and doing smart work, then definitely I'm going to pick him and I'm going to work with him in my freelancing projects as well. Okay. And so for Upchick Academy, they have the management people have okay one kind of software company as well. Okay. In that software company, they do some kind of mobile apps. Okay. Especially when they're taking any kind of mobile app, they are taking only Flutter based mobile apps. Okay. So if they already they have some kind of team internally. Suppose if you are going to perform well in this program, then definitely they are going to provide you some kind of internship opportunity as well. Okay, that means they are going to provide you some kind of stipend to you, and you go and work with them. Okay, those details the management people will share you soon. Okay, that type of opportunity we are going to when the management people is going to provide you. And definitely I am also part of development with that company as well. Then we are going to work together and we complete the things, and definitely we can able to start earning and start learning the things on Flutter. Okay, so anyone having any queries, please speak out of. Thank you. Guys, anyone having any queries? Okay. So now jump on to the when you are going to talk about placement, okay? So definitely they will give you some kind of placement assurance we are going to give. That means I told you, right, they are already having some kind of IT company, then definitely they are going to provide some kind of placements to them, and as a fresher or most probably as a fresher they can give you some kind of opportunities for you. But definitely you need to be proactive in the training sessions. Okay, and basically I'm a mobile app developer working in an MNC. Then I'm going to explain you on real time stuff. Okay, so I'm not a normal trainer. Okay, I'm not a normal trainer. Okay, I'm not an academic trainer as well. I'm working on MNC company from last 12 years. So I do some kind of mobile applications from last 12 years itself. Okay, because of passion I came into this field of training. Then our training style will be 80% of real time, okay, maximum, and 20% will be theoretical part we are going to discuss on these things. Okay, and whatever the sessions we are providing, all sessions will be live sessions only. Okay, live sessions only. That means if you have any query, directly you can reach out to me in the live session and you can able to clarify your queries, whatever you want. Okay, and after the session, whatever the session we are running now, every session is going to be recorded. Okay, so if anyone, if any student miss today's session or tomorrow's session or any session, we are going to provide the recording to them. Okay, so that by through recording they can able to attend, they can able to cover the topics by using recording sessions. Okay, and so basically I do some kind of corporate trainings as well. I do some kind of corporate trainings as well, like I'm going to support startup companies. Okay, so startup companies having, they have their own idea. Okay, they have their own idea but they don't have a proper development team. Okay, I go there, I went there, and I'm going to give the training to their employees on Flutter, okay, on only on weekends, okay, only on weekends, okay, or else online trainings because I'm also working, right? I can't go to leave. I don't want to put off leave to my office and I go there. I don't go there. Just I'm going to provide the online trainings in the corporate level for the companies, and I'm going to give some kind of technical advisor for that company where we are going to implement what and all everything I'm going to explain there. Okay, and curriculum. So basically when we talk about curriculum, so whatever the work I'm doing right now in my company, whatever the concepts I'm going to use in my projects, all those things I'm going to add in the curriculum. Okay, whatever the curriculum I'm going to provide you, if you want, if you learn those curriculum, then definitely you will be get at least 2 years of experience in that. Okay, and so everything, we are going to start working on real time projects as well. But I don't explore my projects what I am going to work on. Then definitely we can work on e-commerce based applications, or like anything like transport based applications, right? We can think one idea and we can plan however we are going to work on those projects as well. Okay, and so that everything will be oriented training. So each and every concept I'm going to explain you in a detailed way so that you can get understand and all the things very much clear over there. Okay, and so basically, our Flutter boot camp, I told you, right? We can go and learn dot programming first. After that, advanced cross-platform deployment, and also once we complete the project, how we are going to deploy that project in the stores. Like like for Android applications, we supposed to use Play Store. For iOS applications, we supposed to use App Store, right? How to do that, and we can go and learn about payment gateways like Razorpay, how to integrate the payment gateway part in the mobile applications. So everything we are going to discuss in detail over there. And one more thing, we let's take an example. Every time we are going to depend on the backend developers for integrating the APIs, for consuming the data from like that, right? But we can go and discuss Firebase. Okay, Firebase is the open source platform where we are going to store your data locally. I mean, in the Firebase, and how we are going to fetch the data from Firebase to your mobile app to visible to the UI. All the things you are going to learn, everything in detail over there. Okay, and definitely whatever the certificate what from Upcheek Academy, whatever the certificate certificate we are providing, these things, so that will be 100% genuine things. And after completion, of course, we are going to select it as some selected students for internship. So if they are in doing internship with their IT company, then definitely the IT company is registered in MCA. Whatever the certificate they are going to provide from that company, then that certificate will be a value added resume for your things, because that company is not at all providing certificates. Okay, that company is doing apps. That company is doing web applications. That company is doing data science. That company is doing digital marketing, right? So everything we are, there's a purely a software company based, they're registered in MCA also. You can go and check out on that part, and what of the certificate we are going to provide, definitely you guys can get the certificate from internship certificate from that company for sure, 100%. Okay, we can plan accordingly for these things. And basically, I don't know you guys aware or not, but what are the applications we can develop by Flutter? So already use some kind of applications, Google Pay, right? So Google Pay is application everyone is using, right? That application is developed on Flutter. Okay. And automotive in automotive automobile industry, we have branded things like BMW and Toyota, right? So these two applications inside the car, screen things and all, right? Those applications is also developed by Flutter. Okay. And when we talk about e-commerce, so in e-commerce, ebay is the one of the important stuff, and alibaba.com, right? These two also develop on what we can say Flutter itself. Okay. And coming to consumer and smart home, right? So if you guys aware of that Google Ads, right? Google Ads is also developed by YouTube, and sorry, Flutter. And YouTube Studio is also developed by Flutter, and Google Classroom is also developed by Flutter. Okay. So that means if you are going to learn Flutter, whatever the applications you want to develop, you can able to develop by your own, right? That type of flexibility we have. And one more thing, Flutter having a good community. Okay. If you want to learn, if you want to know anything about Flutter, then definitely you can able to crack and you can able to grab the things at all, right? This is about these things. And coming to our key lights, okay, our main shoot things and all. So we are going to provide 100% live interaction classes, okay, with me, and hands-on projects and real world applications, access to recorded sessions for revision. So if you want to meet me one-on-one, definitely I'm going to provide you, but that will be available only on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So then definitely we are going to show you some kind of, we are going to prepare some kind of portfolio development part and regular assessments and mock interviews. Okay. Everything we are going to discuss in detail over here, guys. Right now. So first of all, we have to understand what we can say, how to install Flutter. Okay. So basically, I told you guys, basically, we are going to develop Flutter. Okay, by using, we can able to make Android application and iOS application. Okay. So listen carefully, guys. You can develop Android and iOS application by using single code base, that is Flutter. But by using MacBook, by using MacBook, you can able to see the outputs on both Android and iOS. Android and iOS. But if you guys are using Windows, okay, then we can able to give the output on only Android phones. Okay, but I will show you how to install Flutter on Windows and how to install Flutter on MacBook, and how we are going to execute the Flutter applications on Windows, how to execute the Flutter applications on MacBook. If I'm going to install Flutter application on Windows, I can go and see only, I can able to see only Android. Android, I can install only Android device in there. But when I'm using MacBook, I can go and show you the outputs on both and Android device as well as iOS simulators, right? For sure that. Okay. So how to do that, right? Then now I'm going to jump on to Windows system now. There, where we can go and install, how to install Flutter and Windows. I'm going to explain you in detail over there. Then we can back come to MacBook. And before that, how many people are using MacBook here? Guys, how many people are using MacBook? Okay, Windows. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, fine. No worries. I'll go and explain Windows first, and then I'm going to jump on to iOS. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Hi guys, you can able to listen me? You can able to hear my voice? Hello, guys. Can you please confirm? You can able to hear my voice?
Yeah, yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you. So now let me share my screen. Now I'm into my Windows system. Okay, I'm into my Windows system now. So when you see here, I'm into my Windows system. Okay. So here, when you are going to install Flutter, okay, go to the just go to google.com. Okay, just go to google.com. Okay. So you can see here for Flutter, if you want to install Flutter, we have official website called flutter.dev. What is that? Flutter.dev. Flutter.dev is the official website. If you want to know anything about Flutter, if you want to know anything, any new plugins on Flutter, we can go and look into this part, flutter.dev. So from this, from here itself, we can able to install Flutter for Flutter things are here. Okay. Now you can see here. Now you can see we can able to develop transport-based applications. Okay. Like we can able to develop the weather report kind of thing. Okay. We can able to develop the music-based applications. Okay, and many more. Okay, so now we can jump on to here. Okay, these are all the things we can go and look into this part over here, guys. See, now you can see here we can able to we can by using Flutter we develop Dream11, develop Alibaba.com, BMW, eBay, Grab, Google Pay, okay, Toyota, NU, okay, all there are plenty. Philips also there, Square also there, Tencent also there. Lot of applications developed by Google itself. I mean, by using Flutter only. Okay, now the latest version and Flutter is 3.35, and by dot is 3.9 is going to announcing soon. Okay, we'll see everything in detail over there. And now you can see here, let's come to development. Okay, let's come to development, or else just you click on get started. Just click on get started. Once you click on get started, you should navigate to the Flutter docs page. What is that? Flutter docs page you navigated. And here you can see based upon your uh, device, it is going to select as a Windows. So now I am into my Windows, right? That's the reason it's showing current device as what? Windows. So if you just click on Windows, okay, now it is asking for what you have to install for Android or web or desktop. I'll go and install for desktop, right? Just click on desktop. Okay. Now start building Flutter native desktop apps on Windows. Okay. Now you can see if you want to install Flutter for your things, then you can use first you have to install Git. First you have to install what? Git. So why Git is like whatever the Flutter versions we have that will be managed by the Git itself, this open source code farm. So better you can go and install this. Just you can jump onto here. Just click on this thing. Okay, now you can go and download this. Okay, now you can go and download this. So that's it. We'll see what we do or how to install and all we can discuss later part, but just go and install that, right? And let's come to the you can see here install Flutter SDK. Install Flutter SDK. So you can use VS Code to install, or directly you can go and install the this thing. Okay, but But what I should do, I'll jump on to the download then install Flutter. Then directly I'm going to use this. Download the following installation bundle to get the latest stable release of the Flutter SDK. Okay. Now let's go to the just download this. Okay, just click on download. It is going to be download here. See, it is downloading. Okay, it is downloading there. Now, so once it is downloaded, okay, it will take some time to download. Once it is downloaded, and make sure that don't put this file, whatever the file you are downloading, no, don't put this file in C drive program files. Okay, you have to put in C drive. That's it. Don't put this file inside programming files. Don't make sure that, okay? See, they clearly mention that, like, they clearly mention that. So, in somewhere, like, see, don't install Flutter to a directory or path that meets one or both of the following conditions. The first one is the path contains special characters or spaces. The path requires elevated privileges. As an example, slash program files meets both conditions. Okay, that means they clearly mention don't install Flutter. That means they totally restricted that don't go install in program files. Okay, just download that zip file, extract that zip file, and whatever the folder you got, you go and put that folder in C drive itself. Don't put any outside there. Okay, and once you put that, and make sure that you can put that your Flutter code will be C drive, your name slash your dev. You can create one folder called dev. After that, we can place that folder here. Now let's see. In my drive, I already installed here. Go to the C, okay, and you can see here, and I already saved this thing, like, what we can say. mm, yeah, I'm having my name over here, and I'm having I created one folder called dev folder. Under dev, I created a folder called Flutter. Okay, so likewise, that means if you open Flutter, now you can see all the files related Flutter over here. But you can see here in dev folder only, whatever the zip file I just downloaded, I'll just, like, I paste that zip folder in the dev folder itself. Okay, just download it and put and create one in C drive. Create one folder with your name. Inside that you can create one folder called dev. Inside that you can place whatever the file you downloaded just now. Just go and paste it there and unzip it. You can get the Flutter. Once you get the Flutter, go inside that and you can see the bin, right? Go inside the bin and copy the path. Whatever the path you have, right? Just copy that path and go to the environment variable. So how to do that? Just go to Windows, okay? Or else go to here only, right? Just right click on your PC, right click on your PC. So go to the property section, go to property section, and now you can able to see environment variables, okay? Or else you can type directly here. Okay, see here, you can see advanced system settings, right? Advanced system settings, click on that, and you can see environment variables, click on that, and you can see this one, right? You can see path, right? Just click on the path and click on edit. So I already set the path for Flutter. Okay, I'll show you that. See, you can see here, fourth one. You can see fourth one, right? Whatever the folder we just created there, no, by just I'm setting the path over here. That's it. Once you set the path, once you set the path in there, okay, and just click on OK, OK, nothing else. And if you want to check whether Flutter is installed successfully or not, what you should do, go to the command prompt. Go to the command prompt. You don't type anything, just type Flutter hyphen version. Just type Flutter space hyphen version. Now it is going to give you some kind of output if you install successfully whatever the process I did. Okay. So once you install these things, and you can see here, right? Update your Windows path variable, so and so. Like go to Windows path. So everything they clearly mention here, everything in detail. You can go through and you can work on that part. And so if you want to use the power, you can open PowerShell, or you can go with what we can say command prompt also. Just go to command prompt and just check whether you can able to install Flutter hyphen version or not. It is going to stuck. Okay, 1 second. Open CMD back. CLS Flutter hyphen version. Now you can see could not find an option to start this thing. So you can use double hyphen version. So it is not going to work here. So for that, what we should do, just use Control Z. 1 second. And directly you can type Flutter Doctor. I'll show you what is this Flutter Doctor and all. Okay. Now you can see a new version of Flutter is available. To update the latest version, run Flutter upgrade. That means if you want to set up, if you want to install, what I need to install. If you want to know that, you have to use Flutter Doctor. By using this Flutter Doctor command, so that you have to understand in my laptop, whatever the Flutter version I'm using, that is up to date or not. First step. If by using this command, you can get to know that okay, by using this command, I clearly understand that whatever the version I'm using, that is not up to date. So for that, what I should do, I need to update. For that, what is the command I'm going to use? Flutter upgrade. Now let's see. Now let's execute that. Flutter upgrade. If I'm going to use Flutter upgrade, now it is upgrading now 3.35.2. It is going to, I mean, 3.24.2 is my version right now, and it is going to update 3.35.2. It will take some time to upgrade all the things. Now, so once it is upgrading, okay, once it is upgrading, now it is showing like, we need to install Android Studio. This is IDE, okay, and also we have another called Visual Studio Code also there. So if you want to write any kind of code in Flutter, we can have one IDE, okay. IDE is nothing but integrated development environment. By using this IDE, we are going to start working on coding part. Okay. For that, you can use Android Studio or Visual Studio Code. Anything is fine. Okay. Anything is fine. But like, that is your wish. But my programming will be, I'm going to discuss with you all in the Android Studio. That is the only one I'm going to highly recommend it for everyone. So because like, I strongly recommend to go for VS Android Studio. But definitely, I'm going to explain you how to install VS Code, how to work on programs on VS Code. I'll explain those things as well. But based upon your flexibility, based upon your interest, you can go whatever you want. Okay. Now, so it will take some time, guys. It will take some time to download this dot SDK Flutter engine and all these things. But you have a question. So like in my laptop I already installed Flutter. That's the reason I'm getting tick mark. But if in your case if you run Flutter Doctor, automatically you can able to see this option will be cross mark, and this option will be cross mark, and connected device option will be cross mark. All the things will be in a cross mark because you didn't install any kind of IDE, all the things, right? So from where? From where I am going to download this Android Studio. Okay. Now you can see if you want to download Android Studio, you can download Android Studio from developers.android.com. What is that? Developers.android.com. This is the official website for Android point of view. Okay. Now you can see here, there is one option here, right? Download Android Studio. No, just click on that. I mean, just click on Android Studio option there. Okay. Now you can see here Android Studio. Now Android Studio Narwhal Future Drop. These are latest Android Studio name they use over there. Okay. And one more thing, guys. This Android Studio IDE having Copilot access also. Okay. So Copilot, nowadays, every company is providing Copilot. By using Copilot, we can get to know more things about Copilot. But Copilot is not kind of open source. If they provide open source only for some extent level, then definitely Copilot will be up. You need to upgrade those things. But if you are going to join any company, the company people is going to provide the developer Copilot version for you guys. Okay. So if you want to download this, just you have to click on the download option. It will give some kind of documentation. Go through the documentation and just click on the download. That's it. I already installed a download in my Android Studio. I don't want to again do that but in your case, you have to download this Android Studio, guys. Okay. Once you download your Android Studio, you have a Android Studio file. Just you go to the download folder. I mean, you double click on that. So you, based on the steps, you can go and install the Android Studio. Okay. But I'll show you how to install Android Studio in what we can say in our MacBook. Then definitely I'm going to explain you there itself. But installing Android Studio will be both on Windows as well as MacBook, guys. Okay, that is for sure. I'm telling you. Now you can see, guys. Now it is upgrading. Okay, so building Flutter tool, running upgrade, resolving dependencies, downloading packages, got dependencies. It will take some time to do all the things, guys. Once everything is done, now you can get in your laptop. You can see upgraded Flutter version on your device. Okay, like this. So this is how we are going to work on this thing, guys. And one more thing. So how I'm going to learn Dart. Okay, for learning Dart, you have to install VS Code. You have to install what? VS Code. Okay, so VS Code is nothing but is also one kind of an IDE. By using that IDE, we can go and download that. So for that, what we should do, just click on VS Code. Just click on VS Code, Visual Studio Code. I already have the Visual Studio Code, right? Now, if you don't have that, just go to again browser. Okay. Now you can see Visual Studio Code download. Okay. Now this official link over here, just click on download Visual Studio Code. Just click on the first link. Okay. It is showing Windows, Mac, quite over there. I'm using Windows, right? Just click on Windows. Okay. Now you can see, now if you see the extensions over here. So if you want, just click on, there is a top right, there is an option called download. Just click on download. Okay. Now you can see I'm using this Windows. I'm using installer zip by using x64 ARM4. Just click on that. Once you click on that, it is going to start. Thanks for downloading. Now it is downloading, guys. Okay. Now I'm going to pass these two downloads. I don't want to do. I don't want to do downloading right now. But I already installed it. But you can go through that and download that version over here, guys. So make sure that you need to download what these things, right? Okay, Android Studio you have to download, Flutter you have to download, VS Code you have to download. So once you download all the things, okay, so I am going to start working on dot programming. And one more thing, guys, don't be confused. Don't be confused. Why we install Flutter is once you install Flutter, you need to install that Flutter in Android Studio when you are making Flutter applications. And for Visual Studio, by using Visual Studio, we are going to start write the programs on Dot. For Dart programming, we use Visual Studio Code. For Flutter programming, we use what we can say that I mean Android Studio, right? So don't be confused, guys. Android Studio for developing and Flutter applications. Visual Studio Code IDE is for practicing Dart programming. Okay. First, we can go and practice. First, we can go and learn on the Dart programming first for a week of sessions, and then after a week we can jump on to exact Flutter applications so that we can develop interesting applications on daily basis, guys. Okay, now anyone having any queries, you can ask us before moving on to MacBook. Guys, please respond.
Sir, kindly repeat on that uh, on this Visual Studio pages, sir. How to
Yeah,
install Visual? Yeah,
yeah.
just you are making very fast
No,
that
no,
time.
no. I don't see. What we should do, I didn't explain the installation, but just I don't download process only. Now I can see. Now, if you click on the go to the browser and just let's see, go to google.com. Once you go to google.com and just type Visual Studio Code download, just click on this. Open the first link code here. Just and click on if you see Windows, your Linux or what Mac we have, and you can see in Windows you can see four options over here: CLI, installation zip, system, user installer. You can go and install this one, X second option, right? X64 ARM, right? Just click on that. Automatically, it is going to download. That's it. So clear, Yogesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So once that is installed, and you can go and practice those things, guys. Okay. Now, I'm going to move on MacBook now. So how to do that in Mac? We can see that. Before that, just see here. Everything is done now. Everything is done now from my side. Now let's execute again Flutter Doctor. Now again execute this. Now you can see here. So to see updates and all, now you can see Flutter Doctor will be the updated version, and we can see all things over here, guys. Okay. Now let's move on to the MacBook now. 1 second. Okay. So now see, let's move on to the let's same thing. Go to the Google, and yes, you can type here what we can say that uh, Flutter dot dev. Okay, that means whatever the steps I explained there, the same steps we are going to use in the MacBook as just you click on the get started.
Yeah, sorry, Manikanda. The screen was not shared. Only I
Oh,
will have to share in
one
Windows.
second, one second, 1 second. No, can you able to see my screen?
We have seen only this Windows machine only. Yeah, okay. Right now we are able to see.
Yeah. So now here you can see my current device is what? Mac OS. Now I am selecting Mac OS here. There you can see again if you want to develop for iOS, if you want to develop for Android or web or desktop. So I'll go with desktop option here, and you can see you need to install first. You need to go to your terminal in the Android, I mean in the MacBook, and you can install this command. Just copy this command go to the terminal, okay, and just try to execute this command. Now it is asking for system password. Now you have to enter your system password. Now it is asking to this thing. Please don't agree, cancel. So it's installing everything, the setups. Now everything is done, right? Now let's come back to here. Now if you want to install this thing, right, here also you can go and install the same thing, download Android, download and install. So here you can see Intel processor and Apple Silicon. So in Mac OS also we have two different type of processors. One will be Intel processor, another will be App Silicon, but I'm using Apple Silicon version. Now just you can go and download this thing. Okay, I already downloaded in my laptop. For this also I already set up the things. So for that I'll show you that. So let's go to my desktop. Okay, let's go to my desktop here. 1 second. Now you can see what you say. Mm, we can see here Flutter apps. Okay, and not here. You can see 1 second. Install this. Okay. So maybe it is not that, it is not there maybe. So what we should do, just you can create one new folder here with a name called my name. That is, I'm creating a name called Manikanta. So inside Manikanta, I'm going to create one more new folder that is dev. Okay. So inside dev, what I'm going to download, I'm going to download the app Silicon. Just download this. It is going to be downloaded. So see here, it is downloading now. The same steps. Go to there and do this. And then so once everything is done, and you can unzip whatever you want, you can unzip that, and you need to set the path. Okay. So in Windows machine, yes, you can go through the environment variables, and simply we can environment variables and we can do the steps further, right? But if you want to do the same thing for here, you need to execute this thing in a this file, what we can say, MacBook by using terminal. Okay, launch your pad text editor. If it is exits, open the ZSH environment variable file like this. Okay, now just I'm copying this. Okay, go to the terminal and just clear it off and execute this. Now you can see there is nothing, there is no files over here, nothing else here, right? Now you can see. So environment variable doesn't create this folder, copy the file and at the end of your file, you use this thing. Okay, save your file with this file. Okay, I'll show you that file so that you can go and install. And one more thing, guys, when you want to install, when you want to do iOS, okay, iOS based applications for Flutter, we need Xcode, guys. We need what? Xcode. And make sure, guys, your laptop, your MacBook having this thing. I'll show you that about this Mac, right? Just click on that. And you can see here, my MacBook is, okay, the chip will be micro version 2 Apple, and 8 GB of RAM is there. And you can see, click on more info. And I would recommend to, if you want to purchase MacBook kind of thing, okay, I'll suggest you this type of things, guys. Okay, if you want to purchase any kind of lower version, then your application become very slow. Okay, don't forget about. See, I'm using 500 GB hard disk. Okay, see here. I mean 250. Sorry, 250. Totally, I'm using 500 GB. In that, almost 240 will be available over there. And you can see this thing, 8 GB of RAM I'm using there. And you can see here this MacBook and all. Okay, let's see. And you can see one more option over here. You can go to system settings. This one, right? Yeah. One second, I'll show you one information. I'm using Mac OS. Ventura is our latest version. I'm updating my laptop. Okay. We can go and use these things, guys. Okay. This is about the things. Okay. And now let's jump on to go back to your things. Now see, my Flutter is successfully installed, right? Just go to there and copy it off. Go to desktop. Okay. Uh, go to my folder. Here, go to dev and just paste the package over here and just open it. Okay. One second, guys. One second. One second. Okay. Now you can see my Flutter folder here. Now you can see Flutter bin, right? You can go and you can copy the path and you can set the path over here. That thing, right? That all we can how to install path setting, everything we can discuss in detail in the tomorrow session. Now today we discuss about how to do setup on Windows, right? And how to install Flutter. I mean, Flutter in MacBook we discussed, right? But we didn't set the path for this. Those and all we can discuss in tomorrow's session. And tomorrow we are going to install how to install Dart in VS Code in MacBook, and we can start programming over there, guys. And the next class will be the regular started class will be from Monday. Monday to Friday will be our regular classes, the same time. Okay. And if I'm going to have any kind of sessions on Saturday, okay, I'll keep you posted before only we can have the sessions on Saturday as well when we need over there. Okay. Okay. Anyone having any queries, guys? Okay. Thank you so much. I will say no. I'll take it as no. Thank you so much. We'll meet you on tomorrow, guys. Have a nice day. Bye. I mean Monday. Thank you.